June 2019, question number one. It says, so question number one, AI says, using a calculator or otherwise, evaluate each of the following. I, 2 1/4 minus 1 3/5 divided by 3. So it's 2 1/4 minus 1 3/5 divide by 3. Next, let's convert all mixed numbers to improper fraction. 4 2s 8 and 1 9, so this is 9/4 minus 5 1s 5 and 3 8/5. This is the numerator, divided by 3/1, which is the denominator. Now, if I'm adding or subtracting fractions and the denominators are different, I should find the LCM. The LCM is 20. Now, 4 into 20 is 5, and 5 times 9 is 45, minus 5 into 20 is 4, and 4 times 8 is 32. And again, this is divided by 3/1. So this would be equal to 13/20. Change the division sign to multiply and invert, so it's 1/3. Alright, when nothing can cancel, 13 times 1 is 13, and 20 times 3 is 60. So when nothing can cancel, you'd multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. Alright, next. So II says, is asking you for the value of 2.14 sine 75, giving your answer correct to 2 decimal places. Alright, all you have to simply do is to type 2.174 sine 75 in your calculator and press equal, and you should get 2.06708, and to 2 decimal places it would be 2.072 dp. Alright, so if I'm going to write a number correct to 2 decimal places, I must look at the digit, which is the 3rd decimal place, which is the 7th. Now, if it is 5 or more, I add 1 to the digit before it. If it is 4 or less, I will drop it and every digit after it. So since the digit I'm considering 7 is greater than 5, I would add 1 to the 6. So the answer is 2.07 to 2 decimal places. Alright, here now we're looking at the B part of the question. Question number 1, B. The question says, Irma takes take home pay is $4,320 per fortnight, and per fortnight means every 2 weeks. Each fortnight, Irma's pay is allocated according to the following table. The item and the amount allocated. So for rent, X dollars is allocated to rent. Food is $629. Other living expenses is 2x, and saving is $1,750, and that is every fortnight. Now, I is asking us, what is Irma's annual take-home pay? What is Irma's annual take-home pay? All right, first of all, what I would do with this question is And I think somewhere in the question they mentioned that here, assume she works 52 weeks in any given year. All right. So we want her annual take-home pay, and we must assume that she works 52 weeks in any given year. Now, what I have, the information I have is her fortnightly take-home pay. So what I would do is that I would basically start off by finding out how much does she get paid for 1 week. So 1 week's pay would be the $4,320 divided by 2, and this would be $2,160. So every week Irma's weekly wage is $2,160. Now, if I know the amount of money I earn in 1 week, I can find out the amount of money I would earn for 52 weeks by multiplying. So her Irma's annual pay would be the amount she gets paid for 1 week, which is 2,160, multiplied by the number of weeks in the year, which is 52, and this amounts to 112,320. All right. Next. All right. So the next thing we're asked or we're told, it says what? Determine the amount of money that Irma allocates for rent each month. All right. Remember the information we have. The information that we have is the allocations per fortnight. So let's first find out the amount of money she allocates for rent in a fortnight. The amount of money she allocates for rent is X dollars from the table. She allocates X dollars for rent. So the first thing we have to do is to find out what is X. So we can use information in the table to form an equation to say X plus 629. So X is the amount allocated for rent. 629 is the amount allocated for food, plus 2x, which is the amount allocated for other living expenses, plus $1,750. And this is equal to, which is the savings, and this is equal to our fortnightly wage, which is $4,320. We'll add these up, we get 3x would be equal to 4,320 minus 629 minus 1,750. So now we have 3x is equal to 1,941. Divide this by 3. Divide this by 3. We get x, which is the amount of money she allocates every fortnight for rent, is equal to $647. So this is the amount for fortnight rent. Now, there are 2 fortnights in every month. A fortnight is 2 weeks. So, and there are 4 weeks in a month, so there are 2 fortnights in a month. So, rent for the month, or monthly rent allocation, would be equal to 647 multiplied by 2, which is $1,294. So the amount of money Irma allocates for rent per month is $1,294. All right, let's go down to the bottom here. All right, the last part of question number 1, it says, all of Irma's saving is used to pay her son's university tuition costs, which is $150,000. If Irma's pay remain the same and she saves the same amount each month, what is the minimum number of years that she must work in order to save enough money to cover her son's tuition costs? All right, well, the first thing let us do is find out what is her annual saving. So her annual savings. All right, so this would be equal to 1750, the amount of money she saves per fortnight, divided by 2 to determine the amount she saves per week, then multiply it by 52 to determine the amount she saves every year. And this comes to 45,500. So she saves 45,500 every year. So the number of years, all right, number of years she would need to pay. She'd have to work, she would have to work and save in order to pay her son's tuition, would be equal to the total amount she has to pay, which is 150,000, divided by the amount she would pay per year, or she saves per year, which is 45,500, and what we get is 3.3 years. So Irma would have to work 3.3 years in order to pay her son's tuition. So we could say that she has to work a minimum of 4 years. All right, she has to make a minimum. So if we're looking at the number of years as a whole, she has to work a minimum of 4 years in order to cover her son's tuition of $150,000.